Um,
You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
When we last left off, uh, the majority of the group woke up to discover Cogsworth and Nuxie were nowhere to be seen. Meanwhile, Nuxie, having fled from people that had attempted to abduct her, or perhaps just simply arrest her, found herself in a sewer where she was hearing a slightly familiar voice coming from one of the grates that turned out to be into a dungeon, and discovered Hamlet had actually come on after them, but had no idea where to go and ended up being captured and brought all the way here. Some shenanigans ensued, and they went back to the tavern together, excuse me, and he realized that, hey, I don't have my stuff. So he and Cloud and Noxie, I believe, remember, wait a minute.
nope, it was just me and Hamlet.
It was me, you and Hamlet, but one other person who was leading everyone else on a merry chase, wasn't it? Because it was 3 people all together, but only 2 of you were wandering around the.
No, it was literally just the 2 of us.
Remember, I had a bunch of animals that helped.
That's right. That's right. So it was Hamlet and Cloud that got into shenanigans. The rest of the party had no idea where the hell they were, and finally, after discovering where they were and stuck out back out to the sewers with Hamlet's stuff, they got back to the rest of the party, and the rest of the party ended up also having a lead for developing a lead for where to find Cogsworth. After seriously aggravating that one dwarven fellow that they had been spending the night next to. So, upon finding this information out, you guys went to one of the mansions of the Sea Princes, scouted it out, spotted a bunch of guards, 4 guarding the gate, and 1 on each, basically, corner of the walls around it, basically the equivalent of a tall tower turret sort of thing. Most of you stayed out in front, while I believe Topaz snuck around the back and waited and jumped up over the wall. Is that correct?
No, because you then said that it was the middle of the day.
It was the middle of the day, and it was behind.
I did not realize that, so we're not doing that.
Okay. So you were planning on doing that, and then I reminded you it was the middle of the day, because you guys had just pretty much woken up only a little bit ago. So guys, what is your plan? How would you like to proceed with this?
So we go back and wait until nightfall, then come out.
Go back to the tavern, the Silver Spire?
I guess so.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Just, we're not doing a scouting mission ahead now. We're way too obvious.
Well, if we're going back to the place I'm banned from...
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that.
I'ma just use disguise self. And disguise myself as any random person.
What's Hamlet gonna do?
He can be a cat. Right? Hamlet, are you still a cat?
No. I've turned back into a gnome by now, but I can turn into a cat one more time.
Yeah, but we should probably save that.
I mean, I'm assuming we're gonna get some sort of short rest, right, Grizz? Like, since we're just hanging out?
Yeah, once you guys start hanging out, you'll be able to do a short rest.
Yeah. So I'll just turn into a cat, or maybe just like a mouse and like hide in like one of your guys' pockets, so that they don't. Because if they see a cat coming in, they probably don't want that shit.
I feel offended.
I mean, if you're the owner of a bar, do you want fucking animals off the street walking in?
I was a paying customer.
Hamlet, that's very rude. You should apologize to Cloud.
Oh, I didn't say any of that in character. I was okay.
Are you sure?
Yes, this is Caleb voice, and this is Hamlet voice. But all right,
Caleb voice, you don't want to punch in the face. Hamlet, you want to throat punch. Okay, so if Hamlet's going to be a cat, then I'm going to disguise myself as a elderly lady.
What race?
Human.
All right, I'm gonna turn into a tabby.
That's racial appropriation.
A little tabby. Cloud, does your little old lady, does she like carry a bag that holds her cat around like pompous rich people do with little dogs?
I was actually going to say yes.
Okay.
Do you have
Yep.
a bag in your inventory? Because you can look like something, but you don't have actual bags to carry things around suddenly appear
So-
you in disguise self. But you have a bag.
I do.
Okay.
I have a bag of holding.
God damn it.
It's the only bag I have.
You can't just carry around a small cat in the bag of holding. He'll still suffocate after 10 minutes.
Damn. That's fine. I'm just going to carry him.
Alright.
This is fine.
Do you stroke him like Dr. Evil?
Yes, I do.
How does your old lady look? What is she wearing? How are you presenting her?
I just imagine her like the grandma from Tweety Bird.
Oh god. Thankfully, the people going about their business on the street don't seem to be taking much notice of you.
Elf, I have
Yeah?
since you're carrying me, I have one rule for you. You gotta go around talking like this.
I can't do voices. I'll do my best. I don't know if you've noticed this, but every single one of my characters has the same fucking voice because I can't do accents. Unless I get really mad.
That's why I got confused between Anola and Cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone has a different tolerance for accents.
So I guess we're back at the tavern.
And once again, you see the daytime, it seems, halfling bartender who's standing behind the bar up on a little stool, just kind of polishing some glasses and with what, occasionally putting it down and wiping the bar a bit, looking around. Kind of spots your group and stares for a moment.
Why? We've been in there before. Gave her lots of money, as I recall.
She
We
seems to
tipped
be
her
thinking
very
for a
well.
moment and then nods her head a little bit. What do you guys wish to do?
Drink?
Like, competitively, or...
Cloud's just gonna get another room and just go hang out.
Alright, 1 gold per room.
Good God, she's
Okay.
charging us. We gave her platinums before. And... Alright.
She's charging the old lady she's never met before.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
Yep. So me and my cat are just gonna go hang out. Shut up!
So she looks at Topaz, Roland, Nuxie, and Dread, and says, what can I do for you?
What type of alcohol do you have?
Oh, we have some rather interesting things here. We have kelp wine, if you wish. We have some nice ale. We have a few bottles of some various Vadranus wine. Some from down in Orin. We even have a couple bottles of brandy wine from all the way from Estivus. She kind of looks around behind her.
It's morning. Noxie's not gonna drink. She's just gonna tinker in the corner.
So, what are you folks looking for some work?
What's the hardest one you have?
She tends to think for a moment. Well, the brandy one can be quite good.
That sounds fine to me. I'll buy drinks for anyone who wants some.
That is quite generous of you. And she goes and pulls out the bottle. For this full bottle, two gold, please.
I'll give her 5.
Oh, you're quite generous.
No worries.
Are there any new snacks?
Well, in the morning we still just mostly have breakfast foods, but it's getting a bit on towards lunch, and we should have some bits of roast meat, usually mostly some goat stew, and maybe some fish if the catch has been good.
I think goat.
Goat stew? Alright. It'll be another hour before it's ready.
They're the things that climb mountains, aren't they?
Yes, they can climb mountains. They're also eat quite a bit of anything, really. And you can milk them. They have some surprisingly good milk that you can make interesting cheese from. So they're quite good in that. Where space is at a premium, you really don't want cows. It's easier to find goats.
I can just imagine Cloud's nose starting to itch at this point, and her being like, could have swore someone just said snacks.
Yes, please bring us some goat snacks. And some of that goat milk, too, while you're at it. Perhaps we can milk one and then kill it and eat it?
Oh my god.
You buy one. But I don't sell anything like that here. There's some farms down to the south, southeast, you might be able to find some goats for sale. The stew will be ready in an hour, but I can bring you bread and goat cheese now. And she turns around and starts heading into the little kitchen area where you definitely smell something cooking. Definitely a meaty smell.
We milk whales.
Topaz, how does that even work?
I don't
How do
know.
you
I'm
get-
not the one that does it.
Just imagining now a whale with udders and someone like floating on a little wooden stool.
Topaz,
milking this whale.
Don't whales have memories?
yeah, but how do you... Topaz, who gets close enough to milk a whale? They're huge.
The male milkers, duh.
Oh my god.
The whale man.
Whale milkers. Yes.
Do you know the whale man? Grizz, not that it matters, I'm just curious. Would Cloud have gotten the same room? And is that dwarf still there?
You know what? She probably would have been given that same room because you were no longer in that room.
Uh-huh.
So it would have been for sale. And no, the dwarf has already left for parts unknown.
Oh, okay. Hope it don't come back.
So quickly, the halfling comes back carrying a tray with a loaf of bread, a small knife to cut that bread, and a round of soft cheese with another smaller knife to work on that. And here you go, nice platter. I can even throw in some grapes. Would you want some grapes?
Yes. Grapes
All this
and
is
various other fruit stuffs.
And she puts that out and then goes back, comes back quickly with with some grapes in a small bowl. I don't much have too much other produce right now. Maybe we can get a shipment of apples at some point, but we do have some grapes, so grapes will have to do.
Do you have any peanut butter? I've heard of it.
I'm afraid not. We do have honey.
Oh yes, bring the honey. We like honey.
Ah, yes. Good, excellent. And she heads back into the kitchen.
Topaz, what are you
That's-
gonna eat with honey?
Bread.
I don't think I've had that before.
Well, here's the first time.
She comes back
Well-
with a small jar with a bit of comb sitting in it. There's a nice apiary down to the southwest. And she sets it on the counter.
A nice what?
Apiary.
I don't want apes. I wanted honey.
No, it bee farm. She corrects. Well,
Bee farm.
Yes. It's referred to as an apiary.
How does one farm bees?
Oh, well,
Go out with a tiny trough and throw
it's-
food in the
it's
morning?
Quite difficult. Really, you just grow and maintain flowers. There are certain even vegetables and fruits that people can grow that have flowering. Well, fruits naturally have flowering bits that the bees then feed on, and they make the honey, and the fruits flourish, and the vegetables multiply, and all that. So the farmers they can well, I don't know exactly how they do it, but they manage to secure some of the honey for themselves and sell it to the taverns and such.
So the bees fuck the plants and eat the flowers and throw up the honey? Is that how it works?
No, they don't eat the flowers. They well, I guess fucking the flowers would be a bit apt. But I don't know exactly the process. I just know that the bees are necessary for the flowers, and the flowers are necessary for the bees and all that. Oh, and did I hear you say something about whale milk?
Yes.
Oh, that would be quite expensive around these parts. Though I do believe that that Prince Ambervel has been occasioned to have received a shipment of such things.
Not easy to come by on land, I'm sure.
Oh no, it's quite expensive.
Well, it's hard to get the whales up and do all of that.
Yes, well, I suppose it's just a bit of his homeland he likes having around.
I never liked it. Then again, I grew up with it.
Well, I've never had the occasion to try it. It's much too rich for me.
Well, I mean, you get a chance. You're right here on the water. Just go dive in and look for one.
Oh no. I am no good in the water. I don't even like sailing.
I thought all halflings liked sailing.
No.
What am I thinking of? Elves?
Well, aren't you an
No,
elf?
they like trees. No, land elves. Not real elves like me. I'm talking about land elves.
Here.
There are several kinds of elves, from what I understand. There are the sea elves, and there are the two major kinds of tree elves, and then there are the underground elves.
Oh, yes. Well, they barely count now, don't they?
Oh well, there's some in town.
Those are like the cousins one keeps under the stairs and feeds cookies at Christmas time. No one likes to speak of the dark
I don't
elves.
think I know anything about such a time, or why anybody would keep anyone on the stairs.
Isn't that what all humans do? You keep the slow one chained under the stairs.
I'm a halfling.
I know you are.
Then why are you talking about humans? She kind of peers interestedly at your party, and she looks around the room. Then I don't see any humans in here. Oh, except maybe that lady who went upstairs, but she's well out of earshot, I imagine.
Well, yes, just keep some of that honey coming. I suppose, though, if halflings were to take to the sea, you'd need a very small ship.
She chuckles. Oh, maybe. Maybe then it wouldn't be as easily noticed.
No, they're all noticed from beneath.
Ah, there is that, yes. Hamlet, roll stealth, please. I would be typing, by the way, these whispers app, but my left arm hurts so much that I don't really want to type anything.
That's okay. How do you do the GM rolls on Roll20?
There should be a selector in under that gear. You can scroll down. You can say look like whisper rolls. There's like a toggle selection for rolls, and like you just say toggle, and then it'll display it on the front of your sheet. At which point you can select to roll only to the GM for this time.
Okay.
How stealthy is Hamlet?
No, he is small.
But it's Hamlet. He drank acid.
I know.
Alright, let's go back up here.
So we decided tonight we go back and take the back wall.
I think that's probably best, unless we wanted to maybe have someone scout it out beforehand, see if there's anything else. But the back wall sounds good. I'll have to take off my armor, though.
Out of character. Because that'll help.
I'm very sneaky. I'm also I'm large and heavily armored, kind of.
And only sometimes in charge.
Shut the fuck up. The barbarian that doesn't like confrontation.
Barbarian.
I am not finding anything under the gear. Don't you type like /GR or something?
You can do that too, but that's like thing.
Yeah, it's clunky. It should be under. Let's see, where is this thing? Yeah, it should be right under the gear after you click it. It should be around like roll queries and whisper rules of GM and stuff like that.
The only thing I'm seeing under the gear is like my settings.
No, the gear on your sheet.
On your character sheet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that makes more sense now. I was like, where is he looking?
You can also do /GM rule.
Dear. You're about 30 seconds late on that part of the conversation.
Yeah, that was the first thing that was said.
Dear, are you ever going to bring me that water?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So is it true that halflings chew their cuds?
Oh my god, I'm getting off the bar stool and I'm finding its seat separate from this.
The woman is just kind of stares at you. Where did you ever hear that from her?
Well, I mean, in land class, obviously.
Well, your education is quite mistaken then.
Oh, so you're saying you don't?
No. Only thing I've ever heard of saying that is a cow. And if you wait, Topaz, roll perception check.
What about using stew pots as catapult weapons? Perception.
Ah, now I imagine some cousins of mine have done such a thing. But you look down at some point, Topaz, while talking, and realize that half your cheese wheel is missing.
I look over at Volan immediately.
Can I help you?
Did you eat my cheese?
No, why would I eat your... I can grab my own piece. Why do
Then
you assume I did?
well, I mean, look at you. Where'd it go then?
I'm going to let that one slide. I don't know where it went. Maybe you ate it.
I think I'd know if I ate my own cheese.
Well, I think I would know if I ate your cheese too, so... I just think you took a bite and you forgot.
Look over at the halfling. Did you eat my cheese?
No, ma'am. It's not touch your cheese. I was talking to you.
Yes, but I thought I remembered something about halflings being able to consume things with their minds. That's fine. So where did it go then?
Incredible gift, but I do not have such a gift. I don't know. She looks down at the countertop. Roll investigation, please, Topaz. Yeah, you don't see any clues either. Meanwhile, back in Cloud's room, Hamlet, the cat, returns with a half a cheese wheel in his mouth.
I turn back into a gnome. Here you go, Cloud.
Thanks.
It's not falafel, but I stole Topaz's cheese.
You did what?
I stole Topaz's cheese.
Sits down on the floor. Then we must savor this.
Yeah. The stupid sea elf didn't even notice anything.
Okay, no, nope, not nope, not touching that with the 10-foot pole. Was she talking to anybody?
Why are my ears burning?
Was she talking to anybody?
Yeah, she was talking to this halfling, Voller? Voller? Is that her name?
Just raises an eyebrow. Volan?
You never got the
Yeah.
halfling's name, by the way.
Because Volan's our orc captain, dear. Our half-orc captain.
Oh, okay. I don't know. So we have Topaz,
Uh-huh.
Noxie,
Uh-huh.
Volan,
Uh-huh.
Clockwork.
Close enough.
And not Dread, right? It's Dread?
Yes.
All right. I think I got everything right.
And you're Hamlet and I'm Cloud. Now that we know everybody's names, can we eat this fucking cheese, please?
Yep, let's eat it.
Did you eat crackers? Or bread? Or anything to eat the cheese with? Or is it just cheese?
No, he did not. He just all he could fit in his mouth is the half wheel of cheese.
Alright.
I was a cat, Cloud.
And you did good. And just like pats him on the head.
Meanwhile, back down with the rest of the party. As time drags on, as the stew is getting ready to be served, a bearded human man comes stumbling in and just kind of claps his heart on the bar. Who's currently at the bar? Is it just Topaz, or is everyone now at a table?
I don't know where we are.
Just off in the corner.
Probably at a table now with all the food.
Yeah, as the food is getting ready to be served up, he's kind of like sits heavily at the bar and just kind of pulls out his beard and says, "Definitely get me some ale. It's rough out there. We lost another ship." He's like speaking loud enough that all of you guys can hear, but you're not from your table. You're not really hearing the response from the bartender. Is that like yeah, don't know what exactly got to the ship this time. It's either those sharks again, or something else. The halfling seems to be saying, well, so there's something, and then she's kind of mumbling it, and she kind of like starts like, carting stew over, like one bowl at a time, because she can't really manage too many at a time without dropping them. So she's like keeps coming in and coming over to your group of 4 and drops off a bowl of stew and goes back and talks to the guy who seems to be upset about something. And Then he comes back and soon all four of you have a bowl of stew in front of you with proper utensil and some more bread.
I'll call out to him. Friend, you said something happened to your ship? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, only a handful of us got out in the dinghies. It was only a mile south of here.
Dinghy. That is the stupidest name for a small boat I've ever heard.
Mm.
Who came up with that one anyway?
I have no clue.
But besides that, you said a mile south?
Yep, a mile south of here.
Do you have any idea what happened? Or you said only some of you got out. Are you okay?
Yeah. Just, upset. Lost some mates. Lost some cargo.
Kind of cargo.
I don't know. I wasn't the captain. The captain knew what the cargo was. Whatever we had in the
What
hold.
happened to the captain?
He went down with the ship.
Oh, sharks, huh?
Well, it might have been the sharks. They've been a lot more active in the Gulf lately.
Was it a big ship? Must have been quite a few sharks to bring it down.
Well, those slippery bastards. I didn't see any above deck, though, so I don't know if it was them. It's just that they've been a lot more active lately. I think they've gotten, like, some kind of foothold.
Sharks?
Oh, well, Sahagin. He corrects.
Oh, you have Sahagin.
Yeah, all through the Gulf. Then he kind of peers interestedly at Topaz. But you know that, don't you?
Oh, I thought they were pulling back a bit. I guess not.
Yeah, where'd you hear that?
I thought it would pretty much be a logical conclusion considering we killed their god.
Hey, she's funny. And he looks over at the bartender. You know what? For my funny friend here, how about you get her an ale? And he puts some money on the counter for the bartender. The bartender kind of looks and nods and looks over at Vulin. Is that alright with you, dear?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
I looks over at Topaz, actually. Sorry.
I was gonna say, like
I don't know why
asking me permission. I was like,
I'm
ooh.
looking at the name Vulin down below.
Free drinks? Sure, go ahead.
And she brings over, because you guys have a whole bottle of ale. A whole bottle of brandy wine at your table because of Vulin. And she's
Now we have free ale.
Yeah, bringing a nice ale over to the Topaz.
This is a breakfast beer.
Well, it's lunch now, but yeah, it's probably a breakfast type beer.
It's a different kind of lunch beer.
No.
Then what's the difference?
She shrugs. I actually said that out of character, but... So the bearded man gets up from the counter and takes his ale and comes over to your table. So, friend, what's your name? And he's looking at Topaz.
Topaz. Froth daughter.
Topaz, Froth daughter. I'm Casper. It kind of puts out a hand.
I'll shake his hand.
So, you killed a shark god, huh?
Yes, we all did. It was a collective effort.
Oh, maybe I should buy a round for all of you. Hey! Hey, Viren! Round for all my new friends over here. And she kind of nods and starts, bringing over ales one at a time.
You're very generous. Thank you, sir.
Well, if someone's out there killing sharks and killing their gods, that's, good enough for me.
We took out several of their priests, but I guess not the war leaders. So they're still going to be a problem.
Well, see, I'm not even certain if it was the sharks. I figured it was probably them because they're the ones that are causing all the trouble. But it could really be anything at this point. There's said to be something strange down the deeps.
There are lots of strange things in the deeps.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean stranger things. Like some big things with lots of arms and massive tentacles. Some stuff like that I've heard.
Like a squid.
No, not like a squid. Something else. Something scarier. Something that gets into your mind.
A kraken.
Rumors. Maybe. I've heard a kraken doesn't need to get in your mind to really be big enough to crush a ship.
Well, octopus is right out then, if it wasn't a squid.
So, where are you from?
The sea.
Oh, yeah. But we're in the sea.
The sea elf city. With all the sea elves in the sea. I don't think you would have heard of it.
Well, I guess it must have been outside the Gulf. I don't think I've heard of an actual sea elf city in the area of the Gulf. I mean, there's like supposedly towns or villages or something in the Gulf, but
Yeah,
no city.
smaller groups. Yes, no, we wouldn't be this close. Far too many of you, far too many ships, especially sinking and dumping things overboard. Never anything good.
Yeah, well, that's too bad. Figured
So you were
the bottom
a
of the sea would
pirate.
be, kind of like he like moves his hand in this sort of gesture. Well,
Oh, no, I understand. Privateer.
It all depends. But
All depends on who's
smuggling,
paying you.
Yeah, usually more like smuggling. A lot of taxes in Keoland and in a couple of the other lands around nearby.
And you don't even know what your ship was carrying.
Nah, that was the captain's business. So it could be anything down below now.
Well, how the hell did he get it on the ship without the crew knowing?
Oh, I imagine there were members of the crew that knew, but I'm not one of them. I was mostly doing the rigging, you see, up on deck. I don't really do much with cargo.
Give a look over at Volan. This guy is a waste of time.
Well, I do wish you good luck, and to the rest of the crew of the... What did you say your ship's name was?
It was the Asper Downs.
The Asper Downs. I do apologize for what happened. It's sad.
Yeah, so sad. It's a real shame. I'm shedding tears now, but you can't tell because I'm a sea elf.
Yeah, and you're quite stoic, are you? Well, you keep killing those sharks, will you?
Oh, will do.
And he claps you on the back before heading back over towards the bar.
All right. You said it's about midday?
Yes, midday. You've all been given your goat stew.
Now, this may be too soon. I don't know. For him.
And this is about 2 silver, by the way, for the stew.
Okay.
God, nickel and dime us to death. Here, take another platinum.
How long would it take us to sail a mile? We don't have a ship.
Yeah, you left your ship in Madronas.
Fucking forgot I don't have a... Damn. Well, I was gonna say maybe we could explore it at some point.
You could swim that. No, I could swim that.
Yeah, you could swim that. I can't. Hold on. The foldable boat. How big does that get?
Now that can be a full freaking ship. That can be a ship. That's got two sizes. It's got the
I think
rowboat and it's got the ship.
I think it's got. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. It's got 3 sizes, but one of them's the folded size. Yeah, there we go. So I'm thinking, wait, so it's 3 sizes.
I'm just saying that if some point we wanted to head down and maybe take out some Sahagin, and if not Sahagin, we do have some contraband. It might be valuable.
Shh. Contraband.
Contraband. Maybe he doesn't know what the fuck was on a ship.
Well, if the captain was keeping it that secret, it's probably something good. Obviously, something he didn't really want to share with his crew.
True. I mean, did we want him?
Sure. I mean, I'm always up for killing a few Sahagin. But, I mean, we do have this thing here to deal with, which is, a wee bit more important.
No, you're right. We'll deal with this. We'll get Cogsworth back. And we have to flee anyway after we do this, so...
Exactly. Let's pick our spot on the beach. I think we've got a good one. Take him and go right there. Well, take him, try to kill the Sea Lord, then go right there and head south.
Sounds fair enough to me. And I'll look over Dread.
Sounds good to me.
I'll look over. Is Nox even paying attention?
Yeah, she waves over. Well, she didn't wave. She just gives a thumbs up.
Okay. Then that's the plan. We fuck off for a few hours?
We'll have to. The sun has this habit of, being in the sky, shedding light. So
Right.
You can blame Evil Fluffy for that. He found it way back when.
Yeah, joke for our Out of the Abyss game with the character who, when in the Underdark, was searching for the sun as his quest. Anyway, after you finish your meal, what would you guys like to do?
we don't have anything to sell, right? We've done all that.
I don't think we could. Cogsworth has our bag.
Oh, that's right.
I don't think there's anything I have to do. I might go take a nap. Unless you won't need me for anything, I'm gonna go take a nap.
Go ahead. I might join you later.
Okay.
We're going to have to make sure that door secure though. After last time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's
Find something and stuff it underneath the crack so he can't get through.
Yeah. I think I'll just sit down here and work on this L till nightfall.
You can nurse a single thing of ale all day?
Well, I mean, I'll keep buying it as it empties, obviously, but...
Okay. Yeah, your party is now paid more than enough to keep you in that, even as the shift change happens and the Asimar owner of the place eventually walks in, relieving her bartender. Back again, I see, and she's looking at you as she takes over the bar.
I nod.
We couldn't stay away.
Well, any of you interested in a little pit fighting tonight?
Pit fighting? What are the stakes?
Well, you are new and untested fighters. So, She thinks for a moment. The odds would not be quite in your favor.
So that means we make more when we win.
Well, if you bet on yourself, yes.
Well then, that's something to consider. What time does it start?
Oh, much well after the sun goes down.
Hmm.
Probably around 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I might have something I have to do. But we'll see. Maybe we can place some bets.
Huh, those are always welcome.
Who's the odds-on favorite?
Well, let's see. If we can get that werebear back in here, she'll be the favorite. But I imagine she and her companions have since left.
Are there weight classes or something? Seems a little unbalanced to have were creatures in there.
Well, Lyra, you can't step on my notes for the fighting pit, right as I'm talking about the fighting pit. Well, we don't exactly do that here. But we don't have like a full-fledged arena or anything like that, like some places. And by the way, Hamlet, roll an animal handling check.
What the fuck is going on?
Noxie's ears gonna perk up, and she's gonna go over and hold up a sign. What are the rules?
Well, for the most part, it is without weapons. But of course, sometimes the stakes get higher, and people want to see what people can do with more lethal combat rather than just their fists.
Hmm.
And if a Goliath thinks he can take on a werebear, well, you might as well let him. But anyway, that's not till later. Seems like you have ales and you have food. What else can I do
Yes.
for you today?
Your halfling took good care of us.
I'm sure she did. Baron is quite a good bartender.
And you do find that she doesn't eat all the food behind your back.
Well, she does eat plenty. I mean, she's a halfling after all. But she does make sure plenty of it gets out to the customers.
Hmm. Yes, they're like birds, I've heard. They'll eat like several times their own body weight each day.
Oh, they eat many small meals, if that's what you mean.
Yes, it's like 10, isn't it? Every day.
Depends. And as you guys are talking, several birds and mice have wandered into the room with Cloud and Hamlet. They seem to have followed his panda in there. Not panda, trash panda. His
Raccoon.
Yeah. They seem to be all chattering to the raccoon, and the raccoon is making waving signs at Hamlet.
Oh, here comes the circus.
Well, only Cloud and Hamlet hear this. I can take you guys into a second room if you want.
Okay.
All right. All right. So, first off, Hamlet, what sort of information did you tell Pandy to ask? Oh, sorry, wrong person. Sorry. Sorry about that. I put the wrong person down there.
It's okay.
It's been one of those days. My arm really hurts.
Yeah.
But
So
what sort of information did you want? Did you ask Pandy to get from these animals?
All right. I want to ask them, hey, listen, guys. Pandy will show you, but there was this fortress, and of course, Cloud doesn't understand what I'm saying because I'm speaking in like small beast. There's this fortress that Pandy will take you guys to. We need you guys to scout out the building and tell us and report back to me where you find a robot man. Okay?
They're confused about what this robot man means.
It's a humanoid, like myself, but made completely of metal and like wires.
You didn't see any wires on him, but yeah, you basically get them the gist. And an hour later, basically about the time that the owner of the establishment has come back and is now talking with Topaz, the animals come back and report on this. They let you know that they saw stone humanoid figures in the back garden. They saw through some windows various metal humanoid figures in the on the second floor, and they weren't sure which of these that you might have been looking for.
So they saw stone humanoids in the back?
Yep. That's what they're reporting.
Okay. Thank you, guys. And I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate you all. I'm gonna look over at Cloud. Hey, Cloud!
What?
Do you have any gold or anything by chance? I need to buy all these guys some food.
Cloud, you look over and you basically see mice and birds.
You can just see Cloud, like, counting them. Cloud just pulls out, like, a ration and just, like, scatters it on the floor. Ta-da!
All right. There you guys go. You guys can eat all of that. We have some stuff to do.
Lyra, no. Right. That's my pen. Sorry, she decided to lay on top of my notepad again. Okay. I'm trying to write down a note. And she's no, these are my pens, Lyra, no.
So I am going to open the door. Can I see my party from the door?
No, you're upstairs. They're downstairs in the bar area.
Okay. I am going to what can I do here? I know I have a spell that can do this. Okay. I am going to tell Pandy to go down and get Volan and bring her up. Oh wait, Volan's napping, isn't she?
Yeah, napping.
No, they haven't left for the room yet. See, they're still eating. Or they
okay, I'm gonna tell.
Oh, I think Volan did say she was going off to a nap, but Topaz is in the middle of a conversation, so that's right, Volan is napping.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Pandy to go gather anyone that she may see of our party, except for Topaz. But if Topaz is the only one down there, then grab Topaz.
Topaz, Dread, and Noxie would all be down there, and Pandy would be able to see that. But Volan is off by herself.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Pandy to go grab Noxie.
Okay.
And lead her back up to our room.
Okay. Noxie.
Yes.
As Topaz is talking to the bartender, and Dread is nursing a drink, You see a little raccoon running up to you.
I pull out my dagger.
It screeches to a halt and kind of puts up its hands defensively. And you're pretty sure this is Hamlet's raccoon.
It just kind of tilt. Noxie's just gonna tilt her head at it, like what does it want?
It makes a motioning gesture towards you.
My dagger back and just still be really confused.
It starts scampering back up to the stairs towards the rooms.
Follow it.
Alright, then it leads you to Hamlet and Cloud. What'd you say?
Keep going.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Dread?
Oh, I'm just watching Noxie leave, wondering where she's going.
Did you want to follow her?
Point at the raccoon as I'm following it.
Yeah, I'll start to follow the raccoon as well.
Okay.
Hello?
So, Noxie comes in, quickly followed by Dread.
Alright. So, Dread, Noxie, I have some good news and I have some bad news.
What's the good news?
Good news. We think we know where in the fortress Clockwork might be.
Oh, and what's the bad news? It's a rough place to get him out of?
Well, my friends here told me that, oh, by the way, when you look around, you see a bunch of birds and mice just eating a ration. My friends here told me that in the back of the fortress, there are these humanoids made of stone. The only thing I could assume they might be are like some sort of, I don't know, like are rock golems a thing or rock trolls? I don't know. And they told me they
No, Topaz is just listening at the door.
Oh.
You don't know. but that's what you're hearing. This is what you're hearing.
Okay. So my friends said that there are some humanoid stone figures. I don't know if rock trolls or rock golems are things, but there are some humanoid stone figures in the back of the fortress, and also on the second floor there are several robot humanoids. So I'm thinking that maybe they're collecting these Warforged, or Warforged don't even think Clockwork's the only one that we know. So maybe they're trying to replicate Clockwork and create an army of robots.
It's a sign. Why aren't we telling the rest of the party this?
Because Volar's sleeping and Topaz would have punched and killed my panda.
Noxie looks at the raccoon. And she's just gonna facepalm and make her way out.
You just see Cloud, behind
as
Hamlet.
you open the door, Noxie, you see Topaz is standing there. The door opens in, so as you open the door, Topaz would probably be falling in towards you. Roll dexterity saving throw, Topaz. Yeah, so she doesn't fall. She's just standing there in a leaning position as you open the door.
What the fuck is going on?
Well, I sent some of my friends to go scout out the fortress,
Topaz,
so we wouldn't have
as
to.
you look into the room, you see that there are mice and birds gathered in one corner, eating at a ration.
I have good news and I have bad news.
Why is your room a goddamn vermin farm?
Because they scouted out the fortress for us, so we wouldn't have to, and we know where Clockwork is. Clockwork is?
Who?
Clockwork?
Cogsworth? Yes.
Yes. So, how much of what I said did you get?
Not much. Something about they might be trying to make more of them.
That's what I'm thinking. And also, there's these stone humanoid things. So I don't know if like rock trolls or rock golems are things, but they said that there are stone humanoids in the back of the fortress.
How many?
They said like several.
Are they being controlled by anybody?
They just said that there are stone humanoids in the back. Several of them. And there's several of these robot humanoids up in the second floor.
And where is Cogsworth?
On the second floor. Presumably.
So if we bypass the first floor entirely and go to the second floor, we'll get to him faster.
Presumably.
What do you mean robot? Things like him?
Yes.
Christ, how are we going to tell the difference? All right. Well, good to know. How did they... Were they just running around unimpeded?
No, I told them to go, and I'm assuming that they're mice and birds, so no one's going to suspect, like, a mouse that's running around or birds that are flying around.
I will from now on. Thanks for that.
But I felt like it would be too dangerous for us to try to scout and rescue mission on the same go, but now we've turned it just into a rescue mission.
Good, you're not completely useless after all.
I like to think I'm not.
I'll probably be the first over the wall. I'll try to find a decent window. You said the stone things were toward the back of the house, so
Yep.
away from the front gate, toward the back wall?
Yes.
Are there windows there that they can see out of?
Grizz were there.
They would have reported seeing windows on the first and second floor, and that the building is tall enough to have a third floor.
Yeah, there were windows on the first and second floor, but the building is tall enough for a third floor.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this? All right. Problem with things like that is it probably means they don't sleep.
Yeah, probably not wrong. What time is it, Grizz?
At the moment, it's probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Damn. Alright. Topaz, do you use spells at all?
Spells? No. I'd have to be a spellcaster for that.
Well, you're a monk, right?
Yes.
Some monks have spells.
Well, Noxiel, what kind of spells do you need?
I don't need any spells per se. I'm just saying if anyone here casts spells or spellcasters, we might want to, get those back before we go, on this rescue mission.
Actually, we've been resting long enough that I could have a long rest.
Didn't we just have one?
You would have had a long rest. Pretty much the only ones that might need a long rest that haven't, because they had just gotten up anyway, was Hamlet and Cloud.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, Cloud will probably just nap a little bit.
So so everyone's been able to have a short rest during their time just hanging out in the pub.
Well, you say that, I say I can't until I can rest longer, but it's been too soon for that. I'm missing some of my spells because I used something to find the boat.
Wait, did you say something about a boat?
Oh right, the folding boat that you were looking for to help out Hamlet, wasn't it?
I looked for Cogsworth's
Cogsworth, that's right. That's how you found the right place. Never mind. I just remember the two people that have the folding boats.
I used the locate object to find Cogsworth's folding boat.
So, of course, if he has that in the bag of holding, you wouldn't have been able to detect it, so that would have been my bad. But it's also possible that his bag of holding might have been turned inside out and everything put in a room, so...
Hey, last time I hung out with you guys, didn't you guys have some sort of, bag that held all your loot in it?
Cogsworth has it.
Uh-huh. And Cogsworth has been captured?
Yep.
Meaning that whoever captured Cogsworth now has your bag of holding, which means they might have all your loot.
More money.
Hamlet.
Yeah?
Does the word conspicuous mean anything to you?
Conspiracy?
Okay, no. Okay. This is going well. Let's just go get Clockwork back.
I'm going to bed first.
Same. Cloud just crawls back into her box that she bought.
I'm going to go back downstairs.
Hamlet sleeps under the bed.
Noxie's gonna go back downstairs as well.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Is it rescue time yet?
Not yet, sadly.
Okay. I'll just sit here. All alone. In the dark.
It's
Which doesn't
okay.
matter because I have dark vision now, but still, it's dark.
You have a new name.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Clockwork.
Clockwork. Did Cloud come up with that?
Nope.
Did Hamlet come up with that?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Why
I don't
would
know
you
if
think it was me?
I don't know if I trust Caleb and his characters around Warforges anymore.
What happened the last time he was around a Warforged?
Last time he did anything involving a Warforged, he got thrown into a prison.
Never mind.
Partially because of me.
I suddenly remembered Evil's character. Never mind. I was just thinking about what happened last time on Out of the Abyss with the Warforged, who may or may not be Cogsworth in the past.
Well, also, the last character that Caleb had on this campaign asked to disassemble me. I don't trust Caleb's characters with Warforges, goddammit. Also, love Caleb.
Hey, Hamlet created Tinkerclank.
Did he just get mad?
He created Tinkerclank. When did this happen?
Was there timey-wimey bullshit?
Was that secret? Is that a secret past that we didn't know about in game?
Yeah. So basically, when Evil joined our campaign, he was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And so I was like, "Okay, so you want to be a Warforged? What most Warforges are probably crafted by gnomes and druids from Hammer's Reach." And he was like, "Okay, sounds good." And I was like,
Warforges
"Okay."
crafted by druids.
say, druid. That's weird.
Druids don't really work with metal too much.
Yeah.
I meant
like-
dwarves and gnomes, not druids and gnomes. But so and I was like, okay, so your creator is Hamlet.
Yeah, I don't think he ever reacted to Hamlet being in the party. Is the thing.
He didn't.
When Cloud, basically wanted to be around Cloud, and Cloud kept putting him in the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
I did no such thing.
Yes, you did.
Shh. No, I didn't.
But he fell in love with you anyway and decided to bring you back from the dead, only to screw up and suddenly waken as a druid.
Time to let the cat out of the bag. Which in this case is doubly accurate.
Yes. Well,
you're so funny, dear.
After various of you nap and get short rests, night begins to fall. The silver pin. The tavern that you're in gets far busier. There's lots of there's music now playing. There's raucous laughter. There's still some people kind of in a corner talking about the more recent ship disaster that you guys heard about being in the bar earlier.
All right, maybe time to go.
Right. We should do that as soon as possible. Get him back. If you all will give me a minute, and I'm gonna go ahead and head back to my room and take off my scale mail.
Has anyone given Volan any information?
We can do that.
Okay. So, upon waking up, Grizz, do I see Volan anywhere?
Volan, did you go into that room at all? The one with Cloud and Hamlet?
No, I've been in my room and.
Well, I mean, like, I'm walking out to go downstairs.
Okay. How about it, Volan?
Like, do I see him?
Do you want him to see you?
Yeah, I'm not trying to hide anything.
Volan! Volan!
Yeah.
Alright, I have good news and I have bad news. I've already informed the rest of the party, but I'm assuming that you were sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's start with the bad news, huh?
Bad news! So, there are a bunch of, working theory rock golems in the back of the house that we're going to. And also, there's an army of clockworks on the second floor.
Do I know what any of those things are?
Would Cloud be with him?
Yes, I would assume so.
Check, please.
Oh, I was just going to be like, giant rock people, Cogsworth. Second floor.
Okay. So you scouted the place out?
No, I had a bunch of friends do it for me.
He sent his little, rodents.
And birds.
And birds.
But they are not mine, they belong to nature.
Okay, you said rock golems and clock. Like, are they. Do they look hardy? I don't understand.
Okay, they told me that there is a bunch of stone humanoids in towards the back of the house, and on the second level, there was a bunch of metal men. And working theory is that they're recreating clockwork to make an army of him.
Okay.
Just roll with it.
Yeah, alright. Alright, what's the good news?
There's windows on the first and second floor, but the building is tall enough for there to be 3 floors, which means they might be hiding something on the 3rd floor since there's no windows.
So semi-good news.
I feel like this is all kind of bad news, but...
I didn't want to burst his bubble.
Well,
Right,
the good news
You
is...
worked really hard.
The good news is... we don't have to scout out the place anymore. We turned it from a scout and rescue mission into just a rescue mission.
I'm gonna give you that. I do appreciate you scouting the place out. It's just I don't really know how concerned we should be.
Well, there are a bunch of rock golems back there.
You keep saying these words.
Tell him he did a good job. Just say he did a good job and move on.
We appreciate your work, comrade. Great. I mean, we still continue.
I'm gonna telepathically communicate with Volan and say, just tell him that you appreciate his work and that he's a great HR rep. It'll get him to shut up.
I'm gonna say that I'm not fucking doing that.
I'm just saying. It'll shut him up.
Right. Well, thank you for your help. It's good to know what we're up against, but we're still going, right? And
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But Topaz, get this. Topaz actually called me not useless.
That's big. Is she okay?
Yeah, she said that she could find a way into the second floor because she's the most acrobatic one and the best jumper and everything. And I honestly don't disagree with her, but I think it might be helpful if, because I have a bag of holding, Cloud has a bag of holding, we might be able to put a couple people in the bag of holding and go up there with those people in the bag of holding. You know, Topaz carries one, I carry one.
Well, let me make one thing perfectly clear.
Yeah.
As someone who has placed people in the bag of holding, I'm not getting in the bag of holding. I do not trust you or Topaz with the bag of holding.
I'm not getting in the bag of holding.
You're carrying it?
I'll carry it, but I ain't getting the fucker.
Definitely not.
Hamlet, get in the bag.
Nightmares sometimes.
No!
Hamlet, get in the bag.
No, you're missing my point. I can climb up that wall.
Hamlet, get in the bag.
There's no need for me to waste a spot in that bag of holding when I can
Get in the
just
goddamn
into
bag.
The building. Nope.
I'm gonna pick him up.
No.
Yes.
Roll contested rolls. To Cloud, you're going for strength. Hamlet, you're going for dexterity. So that is athletics and acrobatics. All right, Hamlet easily gets away.
Hamlet, it would make me very happy if you got in the bag.
How happy?
Very happy.
How far away is this house from us?
You're still in the tavern.
We'll wait till we get there, Hamlet. It's okay.
I'll think about it.
It might make me smile.
I'll think about it.
I'll give you a hug.
Fine.
Ah. Okay, there's one person in a bag.
Cogsworth, if he's conscious, thinks to himself, I wonder how rusty I'm getting sitting here. I wonder if my friends have forgotten about me.
No.
Or maybe, just maybe, they're distracted trying to shove each other in a bag of holding. That's all.
What weird thoughts for you to have.
Chicken dance.
Would it work better if I did it as an actual chicken?
Sorry, Grizz, I could not resist.
So I guess we head off and start the Mission Impossible music.
Are you gonna go do the chicken dance for Cloud then? Cloud, can he actually do the chicken dance? That's the question.
Dear, can you do the chicken dance?
Can who do the chicken dance?
You!
Can I, as a player, do the chicken dance?
Yes!
Yes!
Yes, I'm capable of doing the chicken dance.
Okay.
But why?
Yeah, you can do the chicken dance.
Why are you asking if I can?
No, because you were talking about that, and then I was thinking that you can go do the chicken dance for Cloud right now in real life. So.
Yeah. I was more bringing it up just because, derailing.
I don't know.
Minor derailing.
Anyway, what were you saying, Topaz?
I'm nothing. I guess we're ready to go. So play the Mission Impossible music.
Dun, This is going well. This is, I mean, you guys are right on cue. It's great. Please make it stop.
I mean, Discord lag. What do you expect?
You're in darkness. Sorry, you're out and it's dark out. The moons are up, and in fact, actually, the red moon is nearly at half full, and the blue-green moon is about a week away from being full.
Hamlet looks up in astonishment. I have never realized that this world has 2 moons.
Just quizzically at Hamlet.
Cloud's gonna look up and be like, "I'll be damned! It does, doesn't it?"
I realize it every night when I roll over and look at Volan.
Cloud, you just see her like put her hand over her mouth and just like.
Topaz, that was really sappy.
I know. I can't help it when I'm around you. I just get all sappy, like honeycomb.
Mm-hmm.
Honeycomb. Okay. All right. Well.
Hey, Cloud.
The street. Oh, go ahead.
What?
Is she actually showing affection, or is that sarcasm? I can't tell.
You know I do the same thing to you, right?
Dirty look.
Just saying.
Okay,
you can continue, Grizz.
Okay, so you guys are out on the street. There are various people walking by, a variety of different races. They're either heading away from businesses, or many of them are making their way towards the tavern where you guys just left. You occasionally get people glancing your way, but no one seems to be paying that much mind to you. You eventually make your way through the streets and head up to the house that you detected that Cogsworth and or his things might be at. You once again see 4 gate guards. These ones appear to be different gate guards than the ones you saw earlier, and a person at each of the points on the square surrounding the domicile.
Knowing what we know, looking a little more carefully at them, do they appear to be like men?
Yes.
In armor, or not robots?
Yeah,
or
these are definitely people of a few different races. Human, half-elven, orcish. There's even a dwarf that you can see in the rank in front of you at the moment. But definitely not metal or stone.
Well, fuck. They can see in the dark. Alright. How far could, can we guess how far from the building the wall is?
Let's see, what type of check would that be? I'm gonna go with either nature or history. Would probably be a good check on that.
Hey, can we see the building above the wall?
You can make out the roof, yes.
Does that give us an idea?
Yeah, you're not entirely sure, but you know that from looking through the front gate that there is a good-sized garden with a path and various trees that you saw being tended in the front. There's a good chance that there's equal amount of space in the back, but you're not sure what it's consisting of, other than the report of stone people back there.
Did your animal say there were a lot of trees and bushes in this yard?
No, I just asked them to report on any dangers there might be. I mean, I could go in there if you want me to and see if there are. Maybe I can scope out the distance from the wall to the building.
Well, I think it's going to be too far to make a jump. Which means we'll have to approach the house, get up on it, and maybe use a grapple. Unless someone has magic to spare. get someone up to the second floor. And all this without being seen. We'll have to get a window open and get inside. Chances of this working are probably dismal.
I can fly with someone in the bag of holding.
Look climbable at all?
The wall?
Anything's climbable.
Because for someone like Noxie, you're pretty sure you can scale this wall. For everyone else, this wall is probably slippery and can't find a finger hold on to.
Yeah, but it wasn't that tall, as I recall.
Yeah, 10 feet tall.
Yeah, okay. Moxie holds us on. I could just climb it.
Would you be willing to go alone for the moment?
I can go. If we both want to go, that's fine.
Noxie nods, and she'll try her best to begin scaling it.
Where would you like to attempt to scale it at?
Right smack dab in the middle of the back wall. It'd be the farthest from any guard tower, right?
Yeah, I think that's where we're planning to do it.
Alright, roll stealth.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. We're off to a great start.
So Noxie, as you were being very quiet.
They may not see me. I'm basically not even climbing. I am just going to spend a key point, step of the wind, and jump it.
Okay. So Noxie, as you are very carefully and quietly using whatever cover you can to make your way to the back, you hear a noise behind you as Topaz, who's usually really on point, manages to hook her foot under a root and go banging down to the ground, which attracts attention of the two guard towers in the back, looking towards her direction.
I point up my staff and cast Pass Without Trace on me and my friends.
Alright, so everyone but Noxie, because Noxie's too far away at this point.
I don't need it.
Hey, Grizz.
Yeah?
Would my climbing speed help me get over this wall?
Yes, your climbing speed would also... You and Noxie would both be able to get over this wall lickety-split.
Alright, I'm gonna follow Noxie then.
So they're looking, and they don't seem to notice you. Everyone else at this point roll stealth, please.
Remember, add a +10 to it.
37.
Yeah, you guys don't even see Cloud. You don't know where she is.
Hey, how dark is it?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Oh God.
Is it full? Fuck me.
Is it dark?
Yes, it is dark, which means nobody would see Cloud. At this point, some kind of a bullseye lantern is shown from the top of the tower and somehow lands directly on Hamlet. And you're hey! What are you doing back there, gnome?
I turn into a hawk, and I try to stay below the wall so they don't see me flying away. But once I'm on the adjacent wall, I'm gonna fly up so they don't suspect it's me.
You're hearing calls of, "Hey, some gnome just turned into a bird. Somebody sounded an alarm. I think there's some people out. I think there's someone out there trying to get in."
If you could see Cloud, she would be face palming right now.
Cloud, Noxie, and Topaz have all the ability of getting up and over the wall at this point. How are Dread and Volan getting over?
I still rolled a 14.
Yes, and I rolled higher than that on their perception check.
Damn it.
Volan can practically jump it too. Her strength is what, 20?
Yeah, and I'm 6.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
I mean,
so Volan just vaults the wall. So that leaves Dread. What's Dread gonna do to get up there? Or is Dread gonna ride the bag?
No, I actually looking at this. What kind of animal can I summon with the find steed. Is there anything I can bring in that would have wings?
What level are you?
I'm only level 8.
I believe you have to use Greater Find Steed, the high level one, to get something with a flying speed.
You haven't bonded with anything that has wings either. So at this point, I would say the only steeds you can get are four-legged wingless kinds.
Can I try to assist her?
Sure. What would you like to assist her?
Can I like lean over the wall, stick a hand out, kind of give her some kind of grounding?
Especially since
Like that.
Especially since the guards are currently distracted looking for Hamlet and shouting about birds. But you are hearing calls from other guards at this point.
I roll an athletics check.
Yes, with advantage. Very nice. So everyone but Hamlet quickly gets and stealthily gets over the wall, and finds yourself in the. So for the moment, I'm going to move Hamlet and Cogsworth into another room.
I walk over to Topaz, and
but
Topaz can't see me.
As you get to the other side of the wall and look around, it is actually quite dark back there, and you see what appears to be some kind of hedge maze that you're standing at one entrance to. There are some, various vines and various flowers that are currently closed. There's an interesting scent in the air. Some kind of flowering plant somewhere else in this garden. Of course, since all of you have climbing speed and can jump really high, this little garden of hedge maze is probably nothing that's going to bother you guys. But you can see here and there the tops of what looks to be statues in the dark.
I lean over to Topaz. Do you think that's what Hamlet was talking about?
Oh, statues?
Yeah.
I mean, they were just birds and mice.
And Topaz can't see Cloud, so I can just imagine her looking around.
Roll perception check, guys. So, Cloud, you quickly notice that the moons are reflecting against a small pool of water nearby, and what looks to be a stone bench. It looks like this is the back end of the hedge maze that just leads into a nice little sitting area.
Guys, it looks like we're at the end. There's a little... I think it's a thing of water? And a bench? I don't know what that has to do with anything, but...
I'm slipping directly into the maze, not waiting around.
Good talk, Topaz, good talk.
I assume the bushes are tall enough that they kind of cover us from guards looking down.
They're 8 feet tall, and the guards are still mostly looking for the bird and not for anything else.
Do I see any pebbles?
Roll an investigation check. You look around, but it's dark, and this path is, very well maintained. So you don't seem to see any pebbles around that pond.
Fairly certain we're all seeing in the dark, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, even with night vision, it's it's still, you don't see anything that looks like a pebble, because the ground is nice and flat and manicured.
Is it instantly disorienting in this maze? What kind of roll is it to get through?
Investigation. So far,
gonna be so lost. Is Noxie in here with me?
Is anybody staying back at the pool at the moment, or is everyone head into the?
I kind of wanted to go check out the pool.
I'm in there with you, so I can make a check.
Can you find your way through this?
Noxie will hold up a sign. I'll try, and she'll make that investigation check.
I'll follow Topaz and Noxie.
Hamlet.
I'll do the same.
Volan,
Oh, thanks, guys. Y'all just leave me by my fucking self.
Yeah. I'm concerned about getting in there, so I'm falling behind.
So, Hamlet, roll. The rest of you, by the way, have lost your Pass Without Trace because Hamlet cast it and he's far away from you now.
It's okay. We're in the bushes now.
Yeah. So, Hamlet, speaking of which, roll perception check.
He's in a different chat, isn't he?
Oh, you're right. Duh. So, hold on.
Hello.
Hamlet, roll perception check.
Well, Grizz, I was getting ready to whisper you something, but since you are in here, I will tell you it instead. But I will roll said perception check.
Okay.
Okay.
What were you gonna whisper
This is
me?
what happens when you leave Hamlet alone.
Okay. So, tell me what I see with the perception check.
Well, first you have to tell me what you're doing so that I know where you are exactly.
Okay. Once I'm around the corner as a hawk, I turn back into a gnome.
Okay.
And I cast a spell. So, one thing that
did you go along the east corridor or the east corner or the west corner?
To my left.
I can't tell what direction that is from the thing because left and right are weird on me. Is it east or west?
All right, if we were heading towards the gate, which direction?
Towards the gate would be north.
West.
Okay,
west.
so you're heading towards the west. Got it.
Yes. Once I get around the corner of the wall in my hawk form, I turn back into a gnome, and I cast a spell. And one thing I must tell you before I conjure animals.
Okay.
Oh no.
So one thing I was very disappointed in you guys that you guys never went. I gave you an opportunity, you guys never took it. In my last campaign, there was a kind of a dinosaur park. So Hamlet knows of velociraptors,
which in D&D are actually very tiny for some reason. Instead, they should be. I mean, they should be small beings, not tiny beings. But
yes,
but they are tiny according to the thing. So I'll go with that.
Wait,
okay.
There was a dinosaur park?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Hamlet is going to summon 8 velociraptors.
They are. Let's see. They are a bit smaller than. Well, maybe about the same size actually as your hawk form. With little feathers on them. They almost look like birds, except that instead of wings, they have vicious claws and vicious little click-toe talons.
I'm going to summon my 8 velociraptors, and I'm just going to tell them.
Where are you summoning them to? What side of the wall?
Like right next to me, like surrounding me.
Okay, so they're around you on the outside of the wall. Got it.
Yes, and I'm going to tell them, protect me. As I said, protect me. We are going to divert attention from the group, so that they can get Cogsworth out.
Okay, so you don't see anything actually then.
Okay, and so I am going to actually, turn into a dire wolf, and charge with my velociraptors back into the gate.
All the way around the side and go to the gate. Okay. All right.
Caleb?
Yeah?
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe I am. It's okay.
Image in one round.
Okay, so since he is very far away and I get to resolve what's going on with him later, he is diverting attention. That means it's just you looking into this pond while everyone else has wandered off. You don't know where they are, that you can't hear.
Yeah, I know. I'm by my fucking self now.
Asshole. You sort of hear a howl in the distance, and you instinctively know that Hamlet is up to some shenanigans because it's Hamlet.
Can I track him?
Maybe, but at the moment you can't be seen, even if the guards look back towards where you are, and you're standing by a pond that you are seeing the reflection of the moons in.
Is there anything weird about the pond?
Roll for the investigation check. Oh dear God. I'm giving you advantage simply because you rolled a nat 20 on your original perception check.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks.
You notice that the pond is definitely artificial, because it is incredibly smooth at the bottom. And as you look in, you see that there's a weird kind of spiral design in it.
Almost like a staircase?
Yes. Yes, there is a spiral design in the middle of the pond that does look like it could be a staircase.
Hold on, I gotta read something real quick. 30 feet of you. Fuck, they're not within 30. Can I, if I run over to the entrance
be within 30 feet with you, you don't know for certain. But
okay, well,
but message, you need to be able to see the person in order to...
This is, oh no, this is also, you can see. This is my psionic enchantment. So I didn't know if it was different, but it's not. Fuck. Okay, are there any, like, sconces or anything around? Anything that might look like a lever?
The only thing you saw in the area was the bench.
I'm gonna go sit on the bench.
You sit on the bench. It's actually kind of comfortable, and you smell the flowers a lot closer. You run, because of your perception check, you run your hand. You find yourself running your hands along the bench and probably hearing the weird sounds in the distance of the howling, and just knowing that Hamlet is up to some shit. Along with this weird screeching noise that you are not certain what the hell that is.
Cloud's probably just like, the fuck?
But you find yourself running your hands around the bench, and eventually you find a little depression that you find yourself pushing in. There's a click, and the pond begins to drain as stairs descend. And I'm going to switch to the other party to see what they're up to.
Fuck.
Okay, so you guys have started to walk along, smelling the wonderful flowery smells coming from in there. Somewhere along the line, you don't know why, but you realize that Cloud's not with you. And then, for some reason, on the other side of the wall, you're pretty sure this is coming from the other side of the stone wall outside of the house, you hear the howl of a wolf. And you hear this weird screeching noises.
It's a new record for us. It took all of 0.6 seconds for our plan to go to shit.
Nox is just ignoring, and she's just trying to, like, scratching her chin, trying to figure out how to scale to the second floor.
Yeah, we gotta go through the maze first.
Yep. Noxie rolled heavy investigation. I mean, she's quickly making time and progress. You guys seem to be two-thirds of the, two-thirds of the way through the maze. Roll me a, perception check, all of you. So, Noxie, yeah. So, everyone but Volin. After you hear another howl, people yelling from somewhere in the front of the whole compound, along with this weird high-pitched screeching noises that seem to be coming from multiple little sources that are very close together, kind of like birds, except not birds that have a beak. If that makes any sense to any of you. Somewhere behind you, back towards where you last saw Cloud, you hear this weird noise that sounds like water draining, and a chunk, 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 chunk noise.
Forward, let's go.
Yeah, Noxie holds up the sign. They're dead, let's go.
Cloud will get out of it if anybody can. Let's just go. We've got to get him out of here.
Yeah, they're distracting, so let's go.
Trying to see if I have this. I don't think I know. I do not have a grappling hook, so
I do.
oh, cool.
Oh, sorry. So you guys continue on, kind of ignoring the sounds behind you, ignoring the sounds from well in front of you, well past the house. You're pretty sure towards the gate. The sounds of battle, and eventually you make it to the back wall.
Now we're at the back wall and we have a look. Like, how high are the windows? What kind of windows are they?
Let's see. The windows right here in front of you. You see what appears to be well, it's not really exactly a window here in the back. It's more like a patio, the patio sliding door types.
Is there a balcony?
No, not balcony. It's the first floor. So it's like sliding door. What am I trying to say? No, not sliding door. Sorry, French doors. There's French doors in the back.
All right.
Lead out into a small patio area back there that overlooks the hedge maze.
All right.
As you look up, you don't see a balcony, but you do see a nice second-story window as well. One that could easily accommodate each of you if you were able to get up there.
Not a problem. So how much space do we have to cover to get to it? The house edge.
Let's see.
Just
cover...
short.
I am thinking there's about 10 feet away.
Oh, shit. Well, that's easy. And about how high was this window?
I believe that's also 10 feet.
This is easy. All right.
10,
Is it open? Is it glass?
It's closed, and it does definitely appear to be glass.
Changes things. Does there seem to be anywhere to gain purchase next to it?
Roll investigation. Well, the house does appear to be made out of nice stonework, and you figure you could probably, Noxie and, well, Cloud's not with you at the moment. Cloud stayed behind, but Noxie could probably easily scramble up there. She is very good at that sort of thing.
I'll hand her my rope and grapple.
Yep. Noxie will stretch and start climbing.
All right.
She'll climb all the way into the window and hopefully be able to grapple the hook to something. And
all right. From the look of things, the window is locked from the inside. However, you do have thieves' tools that might be able to jimmy in there and unlock it for you.
All right, I will attempt to use those.
Pull out the suction cup with a diamond tip chisel and just cut a circle of glass.
Yeah, I was thinking hooking myself from the frame, tying the rope around me. Just that's what I'm kind of imagining. Oh shit.
No, you try, but you find that you can't get your. It's one of those windows that also opens up to the sides, like it separates into two parts. So you attempt to put your thieves' tools into the middle of it and wiggle them in, but you just can't quite get it. Maybe your thieves' tools aren't thin enough after all to get in there.
All right. Nox is gonna shrug and pull out a crowbar and try and break the window.
All right, strength check with advantage because you're using a crowbar. Crash! The sound of tinkling glass starts as glass comes raining down on the rest of the party. I imagine that they're smart enough not to stand directly underneath that.
I'm gonna quickly as I can hook the hook to the window frame and throw the rope down.
You open it up. You basically crash in the window. You open up the latch, open up the window, and then hook the thing into the frame and climb in. As you're looking, okay, as you guys are trying to climb up there to get your bearings and that, I'm going to check in on other people. All right. So you've been howling, raising up a storm, ran at the people in front. Are you actually attempting to engage them in battle, or are you trying to just draw them away, and let the?
I'm trying to draw them away.
Okay, so you're basically running laps around the building. Is that what I'm thinking?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah,
you
chase them for a while. You chase they chase you for the while. Basically the whole. You can hear the Betty Hill theme in the background as people. Occasionally an arrow goes winging past you, but they can't quite reach you from the top. And the Velociraptors are basically causing a mess. At some point, roll a perception check.
Okay. Beep-a-doop-a-doo. Beep-a-doop.
At some point, you hear the tinkle of glass from somewhere in the direction of the house.
I hear a what?
The tinkle of glass.
Okay. I'm going to look. Actually, I'm going to use my nose and see if I can smell my party members, most specifically Cloud, anywhere near me.
It's funny. You smell the other one somewhere on the other side of that wall, even with the heavy odor of flowers. You can't pick up a current scent of Cloud anywhere.
Okay. I am going to try to rush into the house.
The door is the gate. The main gate is still locked and closed.
Okay. So.
You're on the outside of the wall. That's where you said you materialize everything.
Yeah.
And you're being chased around the outside. They're basically the door's locked. You don't have a convenient way in.
Okay. So I hear glass coming up from. Okay, let me see here. All right. Fuck. How many people are chasing me right now?
There are 4 people. Let's see. Actually, hold on 1 second. Actually, only 2 of them are currently behind you because the other 2 are in the middle of fighting the Velociraptors. But there are also 4 people up on the walls that every time you pass around them, they attempt to launch arrows at you.
Okay. I am going to kind of. Are there any structures that I could get behind, to where, I could be not in the sight of archers?
That would involve you heading towards different buildings.
Okay, so this is a completely isolated place.
No, there are several mansions around, all with high walls, all with walls like this.
Okay.
Basically, there's nothing around but other walled potentially complexes, and a lot of empty space in between them. That if you go any closer on that way, you're gonna alert the guards from another house.
Okay. So I am going to stop in my tracks, try to get into it like an area where the guards on top can't see me and lodge arrows at me.
Roll stealth.
Okay. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Stealth. Let's go down here. Maybe.
Alright. You find some dark, shadowy area that, even as a wolf, even with people with night vision, you can duck down and hide for a bit as the other 2 people who are chasing you continue around a corner with a couple of Velociraptors after them.
Okay. Have the Velociraptors killed anyone?
No, they have not.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to stay along the wall, to where the guard towers can't see me from above, and try to get towards the distracted guards with the Velociraptors as they're, kind of fighting off each other.
Okay.
And see if I can't, you know what? I'm just going in and bite one of them.
Okay.
I'm just going to go in and bite one of them. And as a direwolf, I get pack tactics. So, that's going to be 1d20 plus 5 with advantage. So, maybe. $1d20. Okay. So, how do you do it? So, I rolled basically because it's a plus 5, so a 17.
Okay.
How do you do advantage on the roller thing over here?
You just roll it twice.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, 17 on my bite attack on one of the guards.
Okay. And what was the damage?
Damage, it's going to be 2d6 plus 3. So that's going to be 10.
All right. So you, since that guard was already injured by the velociraptors, you just kind of bite down and rip that guy's throat out. The blood just goes everywhere.
Okay. And now I'm going to turn back into a gnome.
Go ahead.
I'm going to turn into a gnome and get the keys off this guy.
Roll an investigation check.
All right. Oh, great. I'm great at that. Oh, sweet.
Right. Call a number. 1 through 4.
2.
Nope, this guy is not the guy with the keys.
Okay.
So I'm going to, while you're doing that, investigating the body, finding out that this guy does not have the keys, I'm going to go check in on Cloud.
Okay.
Hello.
Fuck, she's back.
Okay, so you descend into a. As the stairs finish descending, do you go down them?
I go down the stairs.
All right.
No, I do go down the stairs. Okay.
You head quickly down the stairs, your feet making little squish squish noises as the water that still kind of lines them gets out of the way of your feet. It is dark down there, but you have dark vision, so you are fine. You
Is it dark?
Yes, so you're also invisible.
Okay.
So you see yourself looking down a long stone corridor. There are several unlit sconces along the walls. And as you continue down, getting further and further away, actually, as you get down to the bottom step, you notice that there is a lever that seems to probably lift the stairs back in place. Do you lift them back up, or do you leave them open?
I'm gonna go ahead and lift them back up. Last thing I need is someone following me.
Clink, 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 clink. And you, after it finishes and clicks back together, you do hear the sound of water refilling that area. So you head down this corridor, which is the only corridor available to you. The only way out would be to reopen those steps and climb back up. And eventually, you get to an iron door with a lock on it.
I want to just check and make sure that there's not a trap on this side of the door.
All right.
Would that be investigation?
Yep, roll investigation.
God damn it.
You detect no traps on this door.
Okay, well we're gonna try.
See anything trappy.
We're gonna use my thieves' tools to try and pick the lock. It's dexterity, right?
Yes. Well, you activate your thieves' tools to do that.
Yeah, I did that.
Dexterity that's activated on that. Yeah, there you go. Alright, so you stick your thieves' tools in, you quickly undo the lock, but as you go to open the door, you smell ozone for a moment, and then there's a big zap as electricity zaps through your body. And you take 27 points of lightning damage.
Holy shit! Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to pull up a calculator for this. Oh, fuck. Okay. Alrighty. Well. Number of golems. Oh yeah, that's definitely fucking it, man. That's it.
It's a dangerous trap for your level.
Oh my god. Did you say it's a dangerous trap for me being alone?
No, for your level. There's a listing of damage dice to roll for, setback, dangerous, deadly, with several locations of based on your level. And so 4d10 for level 8 is a dangerous trap.
Cloud just just goes like, ow.
Your tail is all ball brushed, and your hair is standing on end. You look like you
she's just like,
cycle.
Ow. I'm trying to see. I don't have anything that would give me any hit points back. That's fine.
So you finish opening the door.
Hold on. Let me think about this for a second. Because there's one of two ways this can go. Okay. Here's my question.
Okay.
If I go to push the door open and then quickly jump out of the way, would that be like a dexterity saving throw?
Yes. And
okay, I'll do that then.
Pulling the door open, but yeah. So
yeah, whichever way, I'm going to move the door.
Oops, a lot of frame rates, that's not good. So yeah, you move out of the way as you open the door, and you see into a large room with a bunch of different workbenches and several mechanical contraptions, like all hanging from wire racks, and in a rather prominent place is a very familiar-looking warforged with a little red, almost looks like what in our world would be a little gumball stuck to the side of his head that's glowing.
Alright, Cloud's gonna take one of her... Is it pitons?
Yes.
I think you know where we're going with this. Think about the,
You're sticking the door open?
Well, I'm gonna hold the door open, and I'm also gonna be, tossing them into things to see if it's trapped.
Okay.
So I'm gonna toss one across the threshold of the door.
Okay, nothing happens.
Okay, I'm gonna step in. Hold the door, prop the door open, put one in between in the crease in the door.
Okay.
And are there any other or any other contraptions that have a little glowing red gumball on them?
No, there aren't. Oh, actually, roll investigation checks for me. Sorry, a little ahead of myself.
Well, with how I've been rolling, I'm not... Okay, that's better than a 0. Okay. I'm going to cast Speak with Animals. And I'm going to tell Nymphthis that I want her to go over and check out
that's right, you got a new Nymphthis, that's right.
Or, sorry, Nyx.
That was Nyx.
Sorry.
Nymphthis would have been left behind back on the original...
Same thing. Nyx. I'm going to tell Nyx to go over and check out the gumball thing.
Alright.
And see if...
over and starts climbing up the side of the Warforged. Cogsworth, you are technically mentally aware of this, you just can't move.
Mm-hmm.
There's now a rat climbing up on you.
But he recognizes the rat, right?
Yeah, but he can't move.
Well, as long as
whether or not I do, I can't... I'm physically incapable of moving to show it. I'm completely immobilized, apparently.
Yeah, so you can only see a narrow band in front of you. It's not... It's possible you didn't even see the rat. All you know is there's something climbing on you now.
Is there any of my equipment that was I'm wearing? Am I still wearing it?
No.
Not even the goggles?
Not even the goggles.
Well, shit, of course. So I can't even see.
At the moment, no.
Uh-huh.
What does Nyx find?
Nyx is studying the gumball and kind of the equivalent of Roddy shrugging her shoulders at you. She has no idea what the hell it is.
Can you try and pull it off of him?
Squeak, squeak! She reaches her paws up and just pulls it off. Cogsworth, suddenly you can move. And speak.
Thank you.
Do everything else.
But obviously you're the GM, but I still don't get how if things like me haven't existed for 500 years, how someone's come up with something to completely immobilize me.
Because that's not exactly true. It's what you haven't... Nobody... Warforged are incredibly rare. It's not that nobody has seen them in 500 years. It's just that they're so rare that people are unlikely to see a second one unless they're specifically looking for them.
Mm.
So, dear.
Yeah.
You see a cat, the tabaxi standing in front of you that is like burned to a crisp. She's like fried.
I don't actually see anything, babe. I don't have dark vision right now.
Yeah, it's all dark in there.
Are there any chests around, or anything like on the tables where they may have perception?
Correct.
Okay, we might be able to get somewhere with that.
You kind of like take a quick glance around, and you don't see anything that looks like Cogsworth equipment, but you do see like various tools and mechanical doodads and thingamabobs on various tables.
Okay, Ariel. Is there anything that looks like it could be used as a weapon?
Well, there are various small hammers and little saws.
Would I still have my holy symbol around my neck?
Let's see. No, I think that would have been taken as well.
Really? They would have taken a necklace as well?
They took everything. The person that basically stripped everything off of you that wasn't physically part of your body.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna reach out for Cogsworth's hand. Hey, it's me.
So you're my rescuer.
Do you want me to leave? I can leave. I can leave you here.
Well, I can't see you. All I heard was a door open and something removed that whatever the hell it was off of my head. I still didn't know you were there. You're invisible, remember?
I pick up Nyx. Yeah, we need to find your shit. Here, I hand him my short sword and my light crossbow, because that's all I got. And the bolts that go with it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know you can't see, but...
How many bolts are there?
I think I have 10, I think.
Okay.
Alright.
So is it 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And while you guys are doing that, I have to go check in with the other group.
You with one of the reactions I got from the tunnel fighter, and that'll knock you back 10 feet. And then you've been knocked back, and now if you run at me again, I get polearm mastery again. All in the same round. And I'm like, no.
Testing.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
No, because my Discord says it couldn't hear me. So I was like making sure that you guys could hear me. Anyway, sorry to interrupt your conversation, but
No problem.
at the moment, okay, Noxie, you have gotten up there. You are standing in a hallway. There's a set of stairs going down towards the east. You are looking south. There is a door directly to the west of you. There's another door a bit to the west, a door to the south, a door almost directly to the east, just south of the stairs, and a corridor southeast. Nearby is what looks to be a a metal statue that is standing against the wall between the two doors to the west.
Before I make any moves, I'm going to wait for everyone else to climb up.
Okay.
What's the rope do? Advantage?
You can just climb up the rope. You're good.
All right, slipping up and in, and quickly moving to a corner and keeping a wary eye on the statue.
Yeah, I'll climb up.
Blow up.
Alright. So the four of
So
you.
this is the second floor. So there's a hallway that goes off into the further end of the house.
There's a hallway to the southeast, 2 doors to the west, stairs going down to the east, another door to the east, and a door to the south that you can see.
I can't possibly keep track of all of that.
Before we move, I'll cast locate object and see if I can find. I'll see if I can find the folding boat from here.
Okay. You sense that it is to the southwest of you on this floor.
West on this floor.
What is the most direct route southwest on this floor?
The door to the southwest.
Alright, so I approach it quietly for what it's worth.
Stealth roll.
I'll try to stealth too, but yeah.
And the plan falls apart.
Oh god, and Volan, you decided to leave your armor at home and you're still rolling that once. Okay.
Yep, it's just like that.
So, Volan, you instantly trip and fall into the statue that is against between the 2 doors to the west. And the statue moves. Its arm moves out and attempts to grapple you.
It's nice of him to catch me.
Yeah, such a nice statue. Tell the statue thank you and then get out of its way.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Again, my arm is killing me, so I'm having a really difficult time typing things in, so I just need to look things manually the old-fashioned way.
You're good.
Oh, that's right. That's what his name. Oh, yeah, but I was just gonna use that stats anyway. Ah! Hold on. Everything went black. Ugh. Sorry, for some reason my thing fell. Don't know why it did that. Okay. So I'm going to roll it is an athletics check, so it is 1d20 plus 6. Uh-oh. So, that would be either athletics or acrobatics, your choice to attempt to get out of the grapple. Hello?
I rolled a 14.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
For some reason, my brain did not... Yeah, so it's currently gripping you. And I think this is time we go into initiative.
Hey, the good news is we made it into the house before everything went to hell.
Okay, so I'm going to arrange your characters like
Better
this.
than we normally do.
Wait a second. Now, bear in mind, this thing is actually made out of metal and not stone. But that is the thing. Pain. Let me draw a quick, basically box here to show that you're up against a wall. This. Yeah. So that's about basically your good basic space right there. Ow. And it looks like Noxie goes first.
Okay. I'm going to disengage from it about 10 feet this way, and I'm going to shoot it with a crossbow, with my magical crossbow. Oh.
Let's see. Yeah, that misses. Unfortunately, the crossbow goes wild and strikes into the wall behind it.
All right. Well, that's my turn.
Topaz.
Moving around here, trying to find weak spots.
Okay.
Oh. Jesus. Okay. How about that?
Okay, that most definitely hits.
Does it hurt it?
Yes,
It's
it
a magic
does.
spear. Okay. And I will flurry.
You see the spear go into its side, and you see little sparks and a slight dent appear into it.
We'll flurry and attack its legs.
Nice.
Dex save.
So you're attempting to you could go prone. Excellent. The only thing is that as you attempt to make it go prone, you discover an interesting fact about this steel golem. It is actually fused into the wall. Its feet are just for show. Its arms move, and its torso can rotate a bit, but it can't actually walk anywhere.
Ew. All right. Let me finish my last attack. Hit it in the chest. And spin around and kind of tap its leg with a foot and say, "It can't move. It's stuck to the wall." I am going to. Do I have? I do. My mobile feet. I'll take full advantage of my mobile feet and move away from it to there.
Alright. Volan, you're currently being pinned to this thing.
Yeah. Can I try first to break the grapple?
Can I assist?
I think that you might have to wait until your turn to give assistance on that.
Okay.
Can I hold my turn until she assists, or would
You
I
can hold your
not?
action until then, but you can't hold your action and your movement. So that's
Okay.
your choice.
And I'll attempt on my own. So, 25.
Alright. Yeah, you definitely break free of its things and can move away from it.
Okay, and I'm gonna back myself up.
Yeah, with its arms going wide, it doesn't have the chance to give you an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, if the thing is glued to the wall, I'm just moving over.
Yeah, the problem is one door is like here and the other door is like here, so it's a great defense against those two doors.
So we have to fight it to get through the door we want to go through?
Possibly. Or you can find some other solution. It's up to you.
Alright, let's see. So I'll disengage and move over here. This is it for now.
Okay. Stone Golem kind of rotates a bit and doesn't seem to have anyone that it can target. Or rather, Steel Golem. Sorry. Let me just write that down on here. This particular token, it's actually a Steel Golem, not a Stone Golem.
Looking at this door, how close is it to this door we need to get through?
1 second. Can you repeat that question, please?
The door we need to get through to this golem is...
So that would be the one below it. That's the door that you guys are... Seems that you're search thing seems to be going towards.
So it looks like we're going to have to fight it to go through that door unless there's another way through.
Yeah, you see like a door here, another door here, door up here, stairs, and there's like, you know, another small corridor with like 2 doors over here. Just in case you wanted some more reference points. So yeah, the golem can't do anything, so it just kind of attempts to grab at anything nearby, but no one is nearby. Noxie, what do you wish to do?
So we can't move from the wall, so let's see. Guess Noxie's gonna go over here and I guess I'll just end my turn. There's not really any immediate threat, so
Topaz.
All right. Well, we'll try this. I will move up here
Which gets 1 attack of opportunity against you.
for moving into its threatened space.
Because it was waiting for, not attack of opportunity, sorry, waiting for held action because it was waiting for people to come nearby.
Okay.
So it strikes out at you.
A 19 will miss.
Good.
And I will bash this door.
Okay. Make an attack roll. You hear splinters of wood as you put your foot partway through the door.
Hit it again. Does it seem to be open yet?
Yeah, the door just kind of caves in. You know, you never checked to see if it was locked in the first place.
No, I didn't.
You find yourself looking into a room. It looks kind of like a laboratory. There are half-finished golems of some kind, more metal ones, and what looks to be chunks of a stone, of some kind of stone humanoid as well. There are also several benches, and on the largest of these, you see a bag of holding, and next to it, what looks like very familiar contents to said bag of holding. The various things that you know were in the bag that Cogsworth had been carrying around with him.
Okay.
Along with
Well,
other parts of Cogsworth's equipment, such as his
I was-
symbol and weapons.
I was slipping right in, so I think I ate its reaction. So turn around.
It's held action, but yeah, that
That uses your reaction.
Yeah, that's the same, but that is its reaction. So there you go.
So I'm beckoning for them to go. Let's go and move in and get out of its reach into the next to the table with his stuff.
Okay. Mullen?
Yeah, I'll move 5, 10, 15 here. This thing. Yeah, alright. 20, 25, 30. Get in there.
Dread. Yeah, Steel Golem can't quite rotate towards into the room, but it seems to be waiting for somebody to get close again. Noxie,
Okay.
what would you like to do?
I'm just going to move past it, disengage if I need to, and join the group.
Seems to miss you.
Okay.
Alright, the door cannot be closed because Topaz broke it. But you do see a room full of things, and with that, because you're technically out of initiative now, I am going to check in with Hamlet.
Okay. We'll see.
Hello, Hamlet.
Hi!
Alright, so you just killed this guy. You discovered he does not have the key to the gate on him. What else would you like to do?
And you said there's one more guy that's actively fighting the Velociraptors?
Yes. And there's
Okay.
two more chasing what they think is you, and there's a couple of Velociraptors after them as well.
Alright, so it's going to take them a minute to get around this wall, right? Because they just ran past. Okay. So, I am still in my gnomish form, which I can't because I can't do any more wild shapes today. That's fine. I am going to, like I said, you're going to hate me, Grizz, and I'm sorry.
Oh dear. Why would you hate me?
I am going to drop the concentration on my current conjure animals.
Alright, the Velociraptors
And
vanished. The guy that was fighting them nearby looks very surprised. He's cut and bleeding.
Mm-hmm. And I am going to cast conjure animals at 5th level.
Which is the seer up to what?
It means I can summon twice as many.
Okay.
So I am going to summon 8 apes.
Joy.
And I am going to have them help me finish off this last guard. And I am going to have them, once that is done, climb up to the top of the wall with, like, carrying me. I'm assuming that they're strong enough to where they can carry me.
Yeet you over the wall at this point, considering you're a gnome.
No. Well, I don't want to fall and take damage.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell them, hey, carry me up this wall, and then see if you can get across the lawn and up into the second story window.
Calls from the guard towers going, what the fuck is that? Are those apes? What's going on? And so you think you hear somebody mumbling, fucking druids.
So yeah, I'm gonna have my apes help me get over the wall and up into the second story.
All right. So you see, you're in the front of the building. So you see, two sets of windows on the side that are pretty much side by side.
Mm-hmm.
So window A and window B on the second story. Which one would you like?
Window A.
All right. And then now I will go check in on Cloud again. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
So, you don't know where your equipment is, Cogsworth. Cloud has just handed you some weapons. What would you guys like to do?
I'm also handing him a torch out of my bag as well, a lit torch.
So you look around and you see various projects in the process of being completed that look like attempts at making Warforged.
I'm going to quickly step out of the light of the torch so I can remain hidden.
What's the radius on a torch?
20, 40 feet, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it's 20 bright, 40 dim, so you're going to have to be pretty far away from me. Or around a corner.
Well, okay, I'll keep that in mind. If I need to go check something out.
Yeah. So you either want me to be ahead, or you to be way ahead?
I was going to have you be in front.
Okay. I'll be in front. I don't know where I'm going, though, unless I can remember where I was. Would I have had a sack bundled over my head or something?
You would know that there's just one long hallway and a set of stairs going up.
Okay.
That's about it.
Is the way back safe?
It was when I came down here. So, Grizz, was it just a hallway and then the door? There was no, turn or anything?
That's all there was. There's just one straight hallway and the door and the stairs on the other side.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll lead the way back since I know where we're going, and I'll open up the staircase.
Real quick,
There's a water
am I
fountain.
naked or am I wearing my tabard?
You are naked.
Oh, of course.
They took everything off of you, basically. They're basically treating you as just, mechanics only, and they hadn't gotten around to do anything else to you yet.
Would I have seen the person that was behind this? Any kind of ringleader?
You would have seen a blue-skinned dragonborn.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Kind of, it's the sort that was like wearing glasses, looked very studious, and was inspecting you all over and jotting down notes.
Cogsworth?
Yeah?
Are you ready?
Yep. I head down the hall.
Well, you guys already got to...
Yeah, we have to go up the stairs, dear.
Yeah, so there's water now pooling at your feet, and you hear a strange sound outside. Cloud, you recognize this sound. It's an ape.
Cloud just, pinches the bridge of her nose.
Oh, real quick.
Hamlet.
I know it's random, but specifically, I want to try to cast Aid. So, is there any white cloth anywhere? Like a curtain or a bundle or a rag or anything like that?
Cloud would have to have that on her.
Okay. Then I'll just go up the stairs.
And you find yourself at the back of a very elaborate hedge maze garden. With the occasional stone statue, you can kind of see the head of these 8-foot hedge sides peeking over the sides of them.
Do I see this monkey, this ape?
They seem to be... You can't quite see them from there, but you can kind of see the back of the house where you're at, which is at some distance from where you are. And you see that the back window is currently open, and there's a rope leading out the back of it.
Come on. We're going in the window.
Alright. I go in the window.
Same.
There's a huge hedge maze in front of you.
Can I climb over the hedge maze?
Can Cogsworth climb over the hedge maze?
Couldn't he just walk through it?
Cogsworth, are you capable of climbing?
I have arms, but I don't have a climbing speed.
Okay. Because in that case, it would have to be athletics to pull yourself up.
Yeah. I'd also have to put out the torch.
Could he technically cut through it with a short sword?
He can certainly try.
I'll try my luck climbing first. I'll set down the torch in the path, not touching any of the hedges, because I am not running out of a burning head mage.
You're climbing up there first?
Yeah, I'll climb up and jump over.
Okay. As you climb up on the top of the hedge maze, even as Cogsworth attempts to start following you, you hear a grinding noise coming from the nearest of the stone statues.
I'm gonna look over there.
And you see that its head has turned to look in your direction.
But it can't see me, right?
You don't know if it can see you or not. Show me the description of what sort of goes into your invisibility.
It's specifically invisibility to dark vision.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
So if it relies on blind, tremor, true sight, those sort of things, it can see. Okay. But dark vision specifically, she is literally invisible.
Okay.
Yeah, while in darkness, you are invisible to any creature that relies on dark vision.
To see.
To see.
That's good information. Its head is still pointed in your direction.
It's so good.
Cloud, obviously realizing that, not knowing if it can see her or not, she's gonna whisper to Cogsworth, "Stop climbing."
Cogsworth will let go of the hedge.
Really big statue.
Is that a bad thing?
It wasn't looking at me earlier. So the pitons that I have, would they, in theory, make a clanking noise? If I were to throw one?
In theory, yes.
Okay. So I want to go ahead and finish getting over the hedge.
Okay.
Does the statue do anything?
You think you see the statue get down from where it was positioned before and head into the maze itself.
Like away from us?
Nope.
Towards us?
Yep.
Ah, shit.
Gathunk, 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 gathunk. And I need to check out another party. Hello, Caleb.
Hello.
So, you find yourself in a small but nicely appointed bedroom. There is a chest of drawers. There is a standing wardrobe. There is a canopied bed and a side table, and what looks to be a small vanity with a chair.
All right, I'm going to wait for my apes to accompany me into the bedroom.
Okay.
Once they're in there,
only a couple of the apes can actually fit in this room. It's not a huge space, and the apes are fairly big. You can't fit that many people in there. So.
Okay, I am going to walk out into a hallway.
And directly in front of you, as you look into the hallway, you see that. The stone golem and a shattered door. Sorry, a steel golem and a shattered door. The steel golem is still kind of moving and seems to have its hands out directly in front of it over there.
Hey, I'm gonna yell for my apes.
And okay, so I'm bringing you into the next room. So all of a sudden, you guys, you hear a door flung open nearby, and you start hearing the sounds of apes from the corridor.
Oh God.
Hey, John, Charlie, Alpha, Bravo, Delta, Yemen, and Zerk, and Zeke, attack!
So the apes just all start surrounding the golem. The apes' attacks count as magical because they are summoned.
Yes, they do.
Ah. And it was 8 of them, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, so at the moment, actually, yeah, all 8 of them could surround that thing. So as they surround it, you see that because you already know, you're a gnome, you could probably sneak in around that and get into that room over there.
I will do that.
We ambush him as he comes in. I'm just kidding.
You see Hamlet.
Hi, guys!
Can we put him in the bag?
It's very nice of you to join us. Are you good? Does he look hurt at all?
No, I'm fine.
Still no sign of Cogsworth. So, we found all the stuff, though.
You even found his tabard sitting there on that bench, by the way.
How bad did you guys hurt that thing in there?
Bad.
Dead?
Not bad.
Oh, okay. So hopefully my friends will take him out. Let's see here.
Can't move from the wall anyway.
Oh, that's true. Ha! Stupid!
Right. Well, it seems you have him distracted. Should we go check out some of the other doors while that's happening?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
All right. Let's...
Everyone, roll a perception check. Holy crap! You guys are rolling that loud. So Bolin and Noxie are probably the only people that can hear this over the din of the apes. Even Topaz and Hamlet can't hear this. You hear a sound somewhere outside, back towards the hedge garden. And you hear a ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk. It is very low and faint, but it sounds like something heavy, possibly made of stone, walking around out there.
Oh boy. Do you all hear that?
What?
Something loud and heavy outside. Maybe another one of these.
I hear you, but you're not outside.
Which way did you come from, Hamlet? No, you won't go there.
I came from the window.
Followed us. Okay. Which means we got a long ways to go. Okay.
Did you lead the guards on a goose chase? What happened?
I summoned a bunch of velociraptors, and I turned into a direwolf, and I ran around, and I killed a couple of them, and that's how I got up in here.
Any sign of Cloud?
Unfortunately not.
All right, well, we've got the bag. Let's move. We're going to try to take out a prince and find Cogsworth. We don't have much time. They're all going to be swarming this place any second.
Is Cloud considered an animal?
I don't know.
Only in the same way that any humanoid is considered an animal.
I don't know. Is a gnome considered sentient?
Well, I know the spell called locate plants and animals.
Does she have any items that I could try and find?
I don't have anything on me of hers.
Question, Grizz. Do we see this thing dispatching the apes outside?
Yes, you hear the occasional slam into the ground, and more of the apes are vanishing. There's down to 4 of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make my way out if I can squeeze past.
I will as well.
Yeah, I will follow.
Is that the only door out of this room?
Yes, that was the only door out of this room.
Okay, that one. No, okay.
As I'm walking out, I'm gonna kind of look at the steel golem, and cast Eldritch Blast at it just because I can.
Okay.
All right. Oh, great, 2. And there are 2 bolts at level 8, right?
Yep.
Okay. 14 probably doesn't hit.
Yeah, that does not hit.
Okay. Hey. It's decent. Damage is damage.
Man, did we want to try the store?
Did you guys see any plants by chance?
The whole hedge is planted, isn't it?
You're right.
That door over there, as you open it up, you discover it is a small washroom, with a rather nicely crafted toilet that actually seems to lead to some water. I mean, there is a sewer that you guys have seen.
It is a heist after all.
Is that a door? I guess that's a door too.
That's stairs leading down.
Oh, okay.
So finally, still standing, the ape crashes the next one.
Alright, well...
And 2 of you are currently in range of its attacks. So,
2 of us?
what would you guys like to do, or we can go back into initiative?
I said I was following everyone else
you
out.
didn't move your token, though. So I don't know where you were.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize you didn't know that, did that. Okay, so I would have put you right there. So Volan's the only one within range, then.
Does it have a range of 10 feet? Is it
Yes,
long
it
boy?
does.
Alright.
And you would have seen that as you were, watching.
Is it pretty
Yeah.
badly damaged?
It actually does look pretty badly damaged.
So we need to check that door.
Alright. Do we all have ranged attacks to just take this thing out before we go in?
Yeah.
Dread.
Uh-huh.
Roll me a perception check since you're standing near the window. Actually, Volan, you are too, so also roll me a perception check. Dread, you're busy focused on this thread over here. Volan, you happen to look out towards the window, and you see that one of the stone statues that were out there, the ones that were on plinths that made them look over the edges of the 8-foot-tall hedge maze, is now moving and is walking through the hedge maze. And there are two figures, one of which is actually, no, you only see one figure. You see a metallic figure somewhere towards the back of the hedge maze, towards that pond. And actually, you don't see the pond anymore. Instead, you see what looks like to be some sort of gaping opening. And you notice that it's not the pond anymore because it's no longer reflecting the moons. And appears to have stairs instead.
Is this metal thing Cogsworth?
You think it might be Cogsworth, yes.
Hey guys, I think we found our friend. And I'm gonna point out in the direction of where I think I see Cogsworth.
I'll look out there.
You see a stone statue moving around out there, possibly another golem. This one made of stone. And you definitely see Cogsworth.
Looks like we better go help.
Alright, hey guys! Real quick. And I'm going to use my last 3rd level spell. Actually, no, I still have one more after this. And cast Pass Without Trace on all of us again.
Alright. Roll stealth. Okay.
So our lowest roll was a 19. Not bad.
So as you guys are climbing down there, Cogsworth and Cloud, I need you to roll investigation checks to figure out the right way through the maze.
Okay. Also, did you get my message?
I don't think I did.
I cast that.
Ah, locate creature. What are you locating?
Volan.
Alright, so you definitely feel her ahead. And as you look up towards the house, you actually see her in the window, staring down at you. But it's at a distance. It's like,
How distant?
It's, let's see, locate creature is, how far? Yeah, you're probably about 100 feet away.
I send a quick message to her saying, "We're out in the maze. Cloud got me. We'll be there." And I see you.
Should we wait? I'll respond.
You can see up from up there, Volan, that there is that one of those stone statues wandering the maze, trying to go for them.
Alright, I'm gonna wave my hands to try to get his attention to message me again. I'm gonna point to my mouth.
What's going on?
There's a stone golem in the maze. We'll come to you.
Either that, or tell me how to get to you. Because you can see the maze, I can't.
Alright, I'm going to allow... Cogsworth, I'm going to allow you to roll an investigation with advantage from Volan attempting to instruct you.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll anything, Grizz?
Yeah, you can roll investigation as well.
Yeah, because that went so fucking well last time.
And you failed to turn on the door that caused you to nearly die. So both of you are quickly finding your way through the maze. One of you with Volan's help, the other one just with your own brilliance. And you manage to get to the front of the maze before the stone golem can catch up to you. just as the rest of the party has descended down a rope into the back.
When you say back, do you mean the area that we're in?
Yes, down from the back of the building, not the back of the maze.
So I'll approach Cockworth and hand him his holy symbol, and I believe you lost this.
Thank you. I'll be needing that. And immediately I'll be casting Aid at 3rd level. It'll go on Volan, Topaz, and because I need it, myself.
Cloud just looks pissed.
Oh, by the way, Cloud's tail is her tail fur is basically still out like a bottle brush, and her fur, a lot of it looks like it was recently standing on end, and some of it still is. As she kind of appears in torchlight.
Cloud,
What?
what happened?
I got fried.
And you're making fun of me for drinking acid.
Is anyone injured?
Cloud raises her hand.
I helped you already. Is anyone else injured?
Cloud puts her hand down.
I don't think any of us got hurt. I looked back at Hamlet because I don't know if he got hurt.
No, I just lost my friends. But it's okay, I can summon them back from the Feywild anytime.
I have 2 things on my to-do list. Find my belongings and punch a dragonborn. What do we do first?
Punch a
We have your
dragonborn.
belongings, actually. We found them in the room. Jed found them. Topaz found them. Someone found them.
I was just handed my holy symbol.
Yeah, I would have handed that first, and I'd hand the rest as well.
Right. I will very quickly get dressed.
How many temp hit points was that?
10. And it's actually not 10 hit points. It's increased maximum. So you can still get temp HP.
Cogsworth?
Yeah?
I have my sword and crossbow back.
Yep. Also, am I still attuned to my attuned items?
I'm going to say for the sake of argument, yes. You're still technically attuned to your attuned items.
Because I honestly don't know how unattuning works. If, like, someone else has to attune to them to remove yours, or if it's a time thing, but... Bleh.
I think it's I unattune to these and such. Is I think how it works.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys want to know where I found him?
I think we saw the little pool. Wasn't a pool that you
don't have your bets on it.
Well, we appreciate that. Cogsworth, good to have you. We do still have that sea prince to kill.
Is it a blue dragonborn?
It is a blue dragonborn.
Let's go.
Point me to him.
Bastard made me fried cat.
He stripped me down and experimented on me to recreate me. I think
but are you fried? Are you fried? Are you hurt?
I can feel a few loose wires. So yeah, I'm fried.
To begin with.
You leave Francesca out of this.
What? No.
Sorry, outside joke. I couldn't help it. Back to the campaign. Point me at the blue dragonborn so I can kill him.
Hamlet.
Yeah.
Is my tail still attached?
No.
What?
No, it went missing. It's no longer there. That's why I was asking if you were okay.
I just pick Hamlet up.
I quickly use minor illusion to make it look like her tail's missing.
Do you contest being picked up?
No.
Okay, so she has you lifted up, and if you wish to see through the illusion, roll an intelligence check.
Cloud, look, your tail is missing.
Because that's gonna go so fucking well.
Yes, it does indeed look like your tail is missing. You can't see anything back there.
Ha! I'm a bobtail!
Cloud?
It's the mushrooms all over again!
Cloud?
Is everything else gonna fall off now too?
By the way, to the rest of you guys, unless you want to roll an intelligence check to see if you see through it, it also appears that her tail is missing.
Cloud just gets like Puss in Boot eyes and just starts crying.
Would I have noticed him cast the spell?
He didn't try to do a sleight of hand, so yeah, you would have seen him cast the spell.
Could I use that to have advantage on that check?
Yes.
I do that
Is
as well.
it just straight intelligence or is it investigation?
Check. Yes, yes, you may, Dread. What's the DC on that spell, Hamlet?
16.
Then Cogsworth definitely sees through it. As does Dread.
Hamlet, drop the illusion.
Yes.
All right, you guys got me. And I dropped the illusion. Cloud, look, I gave your tail back. Aren't I amazing?
Cloud's still like crying. I'm gonna kill you.
Can you kill him after I make myself a wonderful blue belt?
Yes.
Behind you, you're still hearing the sound of thunk, 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 as a rather large stone golem is starting to approach. However, at about the same time, somewhere to the front, over towards where the gates are, which is probably some 200 feet away, I'm guessing? 300 feet away? Something along those lines? You hear voices at a distance, and you hear, "Yes, sir. We're certain that there are intruders around. There's some sort of druid that was casting spells and luring animals in. We think they've gotten in, and the north guards have reported that the defenses are active." And you hear the gates in the front begin to open. And I believe that is where we're going to end for tonight.
Oh.
Guys, I found him.
Found who?
It only took the entire session.
But I found him.
Who?
Cogsworth, I found him.
You know your healer?